Good morning, folks. It is Monday. It is a new week in paradise, is what we call Morrison Lawn Landscape here. It's 1 degrees, but the sun is out. Just realised I've got this microphone here. The sun is out, and it looks like it's going to be a good day. I think the weather's supposed to pick up for the next sort of few days, which is good. Always makes a difference when you come to work in the morning when it's sunny. It just lifts everyone up. So we are not carrying on from what we were doing last week. We are actually going to be starting a fence today for one of the new builds housing development in town. They've been pushing on to try and get things finished, and they want us in ASAP to do the fence. Asked if we could do it now. Mike and Ed are off today, so I thought 5 of us will go and just quickly rattle in the posts. And there's about 23 posts to put in, I think. I've just been up to the site sharp this morning with the pallet of postcrete to get it off the trailer. The boy unloaded us with the forklift, so that was good. Got the trailer off and unhooked because the access isn't the greatest up there. He's managed to get the postcrete right up next to the job. Hopefully he'll do the same with the posts, and I'm just trying to push the guys on to get going so we can get up there and go. One of the things I've been trying to address is like the sort of urgency in the mornings, and like fair enough, come in the mornings, get yourself ready and that, have a wee catch up, but it's just like, let's come in, let's go, because this half an hour in the morning costs. Like when you add up that first half hour at the start of the day and at the end of the day, we'll call it an hour a day per person. It's like that adds up over this period of a week, and it's like we need to make that as efficient and productive as possible. I'm not going to ramble on just now, but we definitely need to sort of get better at efficiency and structure, and I need to get better at the sort of organisation of things and that as well. But I came in this morning, knew what we were doing, get the posts on, get the tools on, let's go. We need to get up there sharp because it's going to be get busy, so we can get up there parked and out of the way. But I'd imagine most of the builders are going to be there by now. So yeah, building site's not something we normally do. It's a first for us, a new build property, so we've got the green light to go ahead and fence the first 2 properties and then turf the first one, the show house. So that's what we're going to do. But they're trying to push on as much as they can. So that's the boys all set up. They are digging the holes. We use the Makita post hole auger that we've got. And we haven't really used it much because the ground up here is usually pretty stony. It's good. It's quite a good tool. It gets a hole started. It's a 36 volt one. Yeah, it just makes light work of getting the hole started, and then we can go in with the double shovels, widen it out to what we need. But yeah, totally to speed things up. So they're just getting the holes dug, getting the posts in, and we'll come away from this job. We just need to get started, at least get the posts in, get them set, and then we can visit it later on in the week once we've found our feet again. Ed and Mike will be back in tomorrow, so we should be back up to full strength, and then yeah, we'll have multiple jobs on the go. But I just wanted to dig in holes, and that's a bit of a tedious job, so I just thought we'll come and get 4 of them in to start and get them in, and then we can come away. But should be a good week. The sun is out, the sign of better weather, and totally lifts everyone's mood. Thank God for that. How are you feeling today?
Good. Energetic.
Are you? How's Kyle feeling today?
Good.
Thank you.
Good. Nice and
Where are you going today?
Abbey Moer to go and do some brush cutting.
Brush cutting.
Put Ed through his paces.
Good morning. It is Tuesday. The guys are just getting loaded up and ready to go. Splitting off into sort of 2 teams today. Kyle and Ed are away to go and cut an overgrown lawn. They're trying to get the grass area, which is almost like a field, back to sort of lawn standard. So they're away with the big trimmers, the mowers, the rakes, etc. to go and knock that out. Mike, Damien, Jake and Tommy are away up to the driveway jobs where they have started digging out the drainage. Hopefully going to try and get the drains in today, get it all backfilled. Don't know how that'll go. At least get it pushed on. Because we have got the hired machine up there, both hired machines, the digger and the dumper, I don't want to be hiring them for another week next week. So we need to get that done this week. So yeah, plenty on. They're just leaving the yard. I'm just catching up with some paperwork. I was in a bit sharper this morning to get started. It's cold. I've got the heater blasting on. Putting a quote together, and also some risk assessments. All the fun stuff involved in running a business. But yeah, hopefully we should get a bit more action today with the camera. I didn't really take it out yesterday that much. And the weather, I think, is going to be great again. I think the whole week is supposed to start off cold in the mornings and obviously warm up. That would be nice because it is cold. It's quite cold. back up at this lovely project, and the view just never gets old. Like, what a place to live and be able to work. Yeah, I think like if I had the money and this was for sale, definitely what I'd be buying. So imagine waking up to that every morning. Anyway, the guys are cracking on with the drainage. It's quite a tight area. We're trying to carry the water that's coming off the bank round and down. The whole garden's kind of propped up, so getting a pipe right round the side and then it's going to fly off the bank and away. Should hopefully sort out the issue. We don't know why the water is coming down from there. The client said it's always came down from there. I don't know if there's a pipe somewhere that's hidden or whatever, but it could just be the water running off and that's the way it's coming down, segregating in that area. So it's going to hopefully dry up that area, especially around the side of the house, and then carry the water away. We're putting in a few hoppers as well for the downspouts that don't have it. Right now they're just coming out into the ground. Yeah, it's just quite a damp little area, so we can try and get that to dry up a little bit. That'll be good. Boys are cracking on. Hopefully going to get these jobs finished up this week. We've got just under 40 tonne of chips there. It's probably not going to go very far. We'll see. A lot of gravel that's going back in here. A lot of stuff that's came away as well. But it'll all be worth it in the end, and it's going to brighten up the property. Right folks, it is a new day here at Morrison Lawn Landscape. Another sunny day, to be fair. Just out on a job just now trying to measure up an area for turf, and I thought I'd bring you along with me. The ground is pretty much semi-prepared. It shouldn't need too much. To be fair, I just need to measure up the area, and we are going to use Moer. Now Moer I've touched on before in videos, but if you're a landscaper and are in the building trade or any sort of groundworks or anything, and you measure on a regular basis, you need to get this thing. We've had it for a few years now. Good when it turns on. I'm not even sponsored or anything by these guys. I just like, oh, there we go. Just like their product. It makes measuring intricate spaces straightforward. So from that point to that point is 8.4 meters. And now I need to keep going. Lovely wee river. What I also want to show you, so if I click this button here, trace line, we've got a curved area here. And what we can do is follow the curve. My wobbly hand shows you the curve. So this is, if you haven't used it, an awesome tool. See that? Go back to straight line now. Now it's not deadly accurate. Well, I haven't managed to get it absolutely deadly accurate, but it makes it way more accurate than trying to measure all these awkward spaces. Into that corner, and then back along here. And if you wanted to, you could even go down this path, but I'm just going to go to here, mark the point, and I'm going to straight along here, and then back to where we started. Oh my god, it just disconnected. What the hell? Autosave. You're joking me. I'm trying to do something nice for this app and this tool, unpaid, and it just didn't work, so I have to go and do the whole thing again. But you get the idea, and it'll give me the area, so I'm going to not film this again. I'm not even being funny. It's ran out of charge. The very last bit, it ran out of charge. I don't even know if I've got the charger. I think your video will play. buying a laptop for the new office admin that's starting next week. I have got the Mac in the office. She will be moving into that office until we look at something else. And I'll have to take my laptop and work from somewhere else. She normally uses Windows, that's where we're going to get. So she's familiar with, and then she can work mobile if she needs to, work from home or anything. She's got a laptop to take with her, so I think being modular is the best option. So yeah, that's what we're doing now. What the wow. Ha ha ha. One-handed strumming.
The bell is broken. That's horrendous.
Can we actually play the PlayStation?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wait. Put that down and come play.
No,
People say I don't do work. What are you talking about? I'm working. Yeah, look all the trees now. I'm just doing a survey of the.
That's done.
Perfect.
So that's all ready to go.
Grand.
That's it.
Set up and go.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much.
There you are.
Good man.
Cool.
Perfect. Cheers, Ross. See you later.
Thank you.
You got a ratchet strap? Too warm for this. Good job.
Expenditure of calories that is not necessary.
So what is the lesson we've learned today? Don't
Don't
put them in there. Thank you, sir. We're on our way back to Grantown. We've got 2 rolls of Taram. We've been using quite a lot of it lately, and it's been annoying me having to go back and forth to get more. So yeah, we've got a couple of rolls there. We've got the laptop, which I will get to Gillian, who's going to be starting next week, and she can then set it up, play about with it and everything, and get used to it. And what else did we do? What else did we do?
Starlink.
Oh yeah, the Starlink mount. I bought the Starlink Wi-Fi a while ago, but I never had the mount, and I bought 2 mounts off the internet that were the wrong mounts for some reason for the dish that I had. They were very similar but not the ones, so hopefully this is the one. If not, I'm going to be very unhappy with Ross. And Ross, if you ever watch this, I'm coming for you. But yeah, it is another beautiful day. It's 12 degrees, and yeah, long may it continue. I'm in the t-shirt for once in a very long time. So we first of all have to go and measure up that job that I never got measured yesterday because my Moer ran out of battery, and we need to look at another job and then another job on the way back. So, but the guys should be cracking on with plenty of stuff at the moment, and as long as they're not held up waiting for me, then that's fine. We'll get the Taram there because they ran out yesterday, and then we'll get going. Annual business meeting. How's Jim? There's a quarter turn to turn it on. There we go. We're off. almost exact area of this lawn. Now, it's 468 square meters. So that's 468 rolls of turf that are going to go down here, thereabouts. We'll probably order like 480, 490 because you're going to get stuff in the pallet that's not good, broken, you've got cuts and everything. Probably just call it 500 to be honest. 500 rolls of turf in this garden alone. Now, as I mentioned when I was here yesterday, the customer came out. We were looking at some damage in the lawn from the builders just to see if we could rectify it, but they actually want a price to redo the lawn, so we could potentially have the job doing this and also redoing the neighbours at the same time. Profitable. Go and get a measurement of next door and then head off. Just literally down the road I have to look at another job as well, which I forgot to do yesterday, so but we're here now, so I'll get that done. Not questioning the type of, you know, not questioning the builder's choices, but I hate these small chips because they disperse. They don't, I don't know, they just don't bind together. But I know the idea of gravel is to have it that sort of gravel texture. We tend to run our whacker plate over it just to sort of bed it in. But the 20mm stuff tends to have a better sort of bind and doesn't, you know, disperse or displace. This stuff is easy to move. If you did that on a normal gravel, it would do the same, but this size, and then also the 20mm like round stuff, the round is just, yeah, I wouldn't be putting that in a garden. And a lot of people do. Cool, so I need to measure the patio down the bottom too. This is obviously like a live line that I've taken with that. It gives you like a semicircle where obviously we want to get, obviously you don't know that, but talking about putting a sort of pie shaped patio in this corner here. So it's giving me the area of 14 square meters plus all the waste and everything. So yeah, it just gives you much more accurate measurements rather than trying to work out funny shapes. Like you measuring tapes, you can get a rough idea, but it just gives you more accuracy when you're pricing. Yeah. Better for you, better for the customer. I'm not affiliated or anything by Moer, but it's just a good tool. Mike actually worked with the builders that built this house, and he did say that this grass suffered down here because of the trees sucking the nutrients out of it. So we may want to suggest doing something different with this sort of patch, especially around the back. Possibly dig it out. The grass does come around the back of this cabin here, but I'm going to maybe suggest that we dig it out and put gravel in. Who wants to be cutting grass down the back of a shed? So if we maybe took a line from this corner to the fence and just gravelled that whole area. This is the other thing with maintenance of gravel. It is low maintenance, but you need to try and get all this sort of stuff off of it. Debris, leaves and debris will break down, and over time that's when the weeds start coming and stuff. And yeah, you still do need to maintain gravel. You need to maintain gravel driveways, but it is obviously a lot lower maintenance than like a flower bed or something like that. So cool. This one was about 270 square meters. Yeah, significantly less than that, but a lot of rolls of turf to lay. Nearly 800 rolls. Crazy. So I'm waiting these puppies. As I was trying to explain to the guys, the young lads, when you're putting something on your shoulder, trying to find the balance where it doesn't want to go anywhere. Obviously, quite obvious, but they didn't know that. Hello, Paul.
World's strongest man.
What's that?
Hey, brother, how are you? Good. Good.
He phoned me, right, and he asked, I said, send me a message with the details. Hi, 16 Shaftesbury Avenue, kind regards, Stuart. Hi, Shane. You'll be looking at whatever, blah blah blah. And he says, cheers, Stuart.
Will do.
Thursday. Hi, Shane. Looking to get one of the guys on this tomorrow, blah blah blah. Superb, cheers. Friday. Hi, Shane. Because of the wet conditions this morning, we decided best to leave the garden. We'll try it for next week. Yesterday, they went and did it. This is the one you went and did in Abbymore. Yeah. Hi, Shane. Hope you're happy with the work. Can you send me the email, please, for the invoice? All good, thanks. Stu. And I was like, wait a minute, Stu. That's not his name. Look back up the chat. Stuart. Stuart, I want to apologise for calling you Shane over and over again. I have no idea why I've done that, as I'm not even dealing with another Shane. My apologies. I've just sent over an invoice now. If you could forgive me and settle when you can, that would be great. Cheers, Ben. All paid, Brian. Thanks for sorting.